I'm the Revd Will Rose-Moore. I'm Assistant Curate at St John's in Loughton. I first felt a call to ordained ministry probably when I was a child. I don't really have a memory of a kind of light bulb moment, but just these gentle nudges with God. So I always think about when I was growing up, lots of people used to say it to me. My mum was a priest, so I think they always saw her ministry and saw that I might do the same. But there was a moment when I led a choir when I was in my teenage years, and I prayed with the choir, and I just felt a real sense in me that I was doing the right thing, and that was something that I might be called to, and from there it kind of all unraveled. But I've always believed that I look back at my life and see where God has nudged me in the right places rather than a sudden moment where I heard God's voice. I definitely put it off. I think I thought I was too young. I worried that I needed more life experience, and maybe I did. So I went to see my bishop and had a really good chat, and he told me to go off to university and live life a little bit. And I'm really glad I did that. But eventually I gave in. But I'm really thankful for kind of seeing the world before pursuing ordination. Lots and lots of people supported me and helped me. I really don't think that vocation and calling is a one-person thing. It's not just about me. It's loads of stories and people and connections and communities that made me be where I am today. So I'm really thankful to all the priests that I've had in my churches that have encouraged me. My mum has always been an amazing model of ministry and someone who just loves Jesus. I will always aspire to love Jesus as much as my mum does. And just people who have taught me and been willing to sit down with me. I think the best thing we learn from about our vocation and our calling is other people's stories. So all those people that have sat with me and told me their story has helped me so much to kind of see where God is working in my own life. Training as a young ordinand was good. It was challenging. I think as a young person, you want to be doing lots. You still want to be seeing your friends and your family and going out and doing stuff. But also, I've decided, and God has decided, and the church has seen in me a chance to give my life to the church and God, which means you have to make sacrifices. So it's tough at times, being a young person, trying to train for ministry and still be a young person who wants to live their life. But equally, it's amazing to train and be amongst communities and people for a short amount of time and learn from them and see God in what they're doing. It's really special to train as a young person, particularly, I think, without too much pressure from family life and all sorts of other things. My first year in ordained ministry has been good. Eye-opening is probably a good word, and just an amazing privilege. It's been really wonderful. I don't think anyone can prepare you for being a reverend, really. You do all this training, you do all the discernment process. The church tries to train you as much as possible, but there's nothing like actually doing it. It's a privilege to be with people at some of their most joyful, amazing moments and some of them most broken, vulnerable moments. It's just really special, and it's been an incredible year. I would say to young people who are feeling called to ordained ministry to pursue it. Don't put it off. We need people who are young to offer their voices to the church. I really care about inclusivity, and not for a kind of tokenistic thing, but actually that young people have give a voice to the church and to conversations that older people might not have in the same way that older people do to younger people. It's why we need people from different backgrounds, different places, different opinions and experiences. So I'd say you've got a gift, you've got something to give, so don't put it off and speak to someone. Pay attention to what God is saying to you, what people around you are saying, and just start knocking on the door and walking on the path, I think. I do think, for me, something really important that I always tell people is I think people expect to see a massive sign from God or hear the voice of God really loudly and clearly. And I've really seen God in hindsight and looking back. And I think when we're thinking about our calling and thinking what God's calling us to, and that might be ordained ministry, that might be something else. God is calling every single person to something. You just have to trust that God is walking alongside you whenever you take that step. There are a lot of times I waited for a door to open, and I think God was waiting for me to open that door. And I look back at all the things in my life and see where God has guided me and nudged me. But sometimes I think we're waiting for a big sign, and actually God's waiting for us. So there's something about being active in our calling. Yes, wait for God and pray and reflect. But also, if you feel God has put something on your heart, go for it. I think that's a really important message.